Y'all talked so much shit on my last Mayan deck. My own community. The king's people. I felt like I was betrayed by my own tribe, like I was standing atop of Chichen Itza as my friends ripped my heart out of my chest cavity and took a bite for the Mayan blood god. So, I felt so terrible that you all disgraced and desiccated the Schlock Father, Daddy's deck, if you will, that I broke it apart and I revised it. Y'all said I wasn't aggro enough, that I'm not getting angry enough with this deck. It's not aggressive. Why you running Necropolis, boy? You're wasting your turn 6. Wasting your turn 6. Let's see the changes. First off, Stargazer. Not to mention, y'all said my infusions were bad. Let me ask you this. What else do I put on Jaguar Warrior besides Rubber Ball? You draw twice. Jaguar Warrior loves balls, bro. I love putting my balls on Jaguar Warriors. Come here, Jag. Let me put my balls on you. First off, Stargazer. Hermes Lear. I'm playing yellow. That means I play a 0-drop. So the best thing to put on it is it costs 0. Same thing with your spirits. I'll blow them up and destroy it. Then I swing him into your dude. He dies. I use Hunahpu's ability. Put it back in my hand. Replay it. Boom. You get the drill. Determined Contender is determined to whoop your ass. I put Helm of Hades on it. How are you going to tell me that's bad? You can't interact with it for a full turn, so it gets a free raid, and then I can do whatever I want with it the next turn. Put Quick Strike on it. Drop it on turn 1. It's not bad, man. It's board presence. It's like I have another, like a third over-redundant, 2-power Quick Strike. How is that awful? Fierce Spearmans. I put Tactician on him. I put Training on him. A little slow, but I figure he'll draw a lot of cards. He's going to do a lot of attacking with Quick Strike. When he attacks, something else gets raid. Not bad. Why don't you play another? Whatever. Fine Weapon, because if you slap my Wheat Farmer, now there's a consequence. Why don't you play Hamayumi? Because I don't have more of them, but Hamayumi's better. It's the bow. Zolkin, do you not have this in your Mayan deck? Guess you can't play it then. Why even bother making a deck tech? I love people that are like, why even bother making a deck tech unless you have all the ultra rares? Well, let me tell you, son, because I'm competitive enough without it. I put Kusanagi no Tsurugi Doogie on this one because it's a 1-drop. It has 2 health. It's better than putting it on the 2-1 because you can attack something with 1 attack twice. You get draw twice. I put Sumptuous Cacao on Servant of the Sun because there is absolutely nothing else to put Sumptuous Cacao on. This card needs banned because it makes the building process for every warrior moving forward a headache. And you got to think to yourself, oh, well, what if we break it with Cacao? Before you design a warrior on its own merits. I'm right. Claw Strike Warrior. Good beater, bro. I put Tactician and Leadership on it. You might be thinking, why didn't you put Leadership on him? Because I don't have another Leadership yet. Wait till I scalp a few more boxes. Trying something new because you said I'm not aggro enough. Funerary Priest is an Egyptian, but get this. When something dies, I'll draw a card once per turn. You're going to be killing a lot of my stuff, huh? Well, guess what? Now I draw from it. And I have Favorite of Osiris, which is flavorful because an Egyptian is going to like an Egyptian. I call this deck, it's going to be called Hunahpu, but it can't be Mayans anymore. It can't be, it's like Maygyptians. It's going to be Hunahpu Wellspring Maygyptians. Hey, what's up? It's Maygyptians, just chilling with Maygyptians because it's Mayans and Egyptians. I put Favorite of Osiris on it, so you mill 3 when he enters, so you can feed into the effect of returning a Mayan. The next thing, I put another Egyptian. He's all right. I put a 3-1. I could have put Swift so he can attack right away, but I like putting War Scepter on. Swift would be more aggro, but I like to have a little splash of control. So you can't attack him if you have power 2 or less. Usually what happens is people trade low with him, but now you got to usually trade up. Like this guy, sometimes you got to swing a Minotaur in him. You're forced to. He has a War Scepter. He dictates. He's like, I am the king of the castle. I'm the king of the castle. I am the law of the land. You know, I hope you understand. When he enters, you get to potentially mill something. You can disrupt your opponent, or you can set up a mill for Hunahpu. Y'all acting like I ain't good at this game. Look, in less than 24 hours, I'm already improving the deck. I'll put Ruler's Decree on this dude because it's just cost efficient. I'll put Heroic Soul. You're all like, Heroic Soul's bad. I'm like, I agree, but he can proc his own death. He can sacrifice himself for the Mayan Blood God. I put Ashigaru Gunner in my deck because y'all made me feel bad about it, and I just figured I'd go fucking, drone out and just be like everybody else and just play Gunner because it's good. Cacao got banned, so I put Mystic Ankh on it because otherwise I'd probably put Mystic Ankh on him, but because I can't do that, isn't that hilarious? Originally, you could put it on him, but then Cacao got banned because it made him a 3-4 Raid 3 that did a bunch of damage. So then you just slap it on him, and it makes it a 3-4 Raid 2. It's the same premise, but now I just slapped Ankh on it because that's what some dude in Discord told me to do, and it's the best thing. I put Roaring Aegis on the Starry Deer Crocodile so I can activate the ability for free. When it enters, I can sack any other number of champions, so like Stargazer, get influence back. But now you can activate his ability for free. So as you're sacrificing stuff when this enters to get some influence back so you can do some, like, I don't know, crazy stuff with Zulkin or Stargazer, you get to return something for free. So you can sack the Stargazer, return it for free. You see the logic? Ping, ping, pong, pow, pop. My infusions aren't bad and I'm good at this game. This is when you're going to get angry because you're going to be like, why don't you play Curious Relic? I just like the combat efficiency of a Quick Strike Swift Messenger. You still get a draw 2, 2-2 raid 1, Swift, Quick Strike, kill something, raise next turn, draw 2. That you're still getting +4 card advantage in there. Wing Sandals isn't good. Listen, it's Swift. He can attack into a wheat farmer right away or something like a 1-2 and then still raid in the same turn and you get a draw 2. So think about it like this. You get to attack. You get to draw 2 cards. You get a raid. You're still getting a 4-for-1 of value off 1 card if you think about it. And you can still, potentially have it live to attack again or raid more. I decided to get crazy. Y'all want to be mean? I put 2 Niobis because I don't like you all and I want to be mean to you. If you have 2 Stargazers in your hand and a Niobe, you have a turn 1 your opponent doesn't get to play. It's also worth if you have 2 Stargazers or 2 Stargazers but no Niobe, sometimes just sack the other 3 cards and try to sculpt into a Niobe. It's that powerful. I already told you why I like Jaguar Warrior's balls. He's just good when he loves balls. I put Thoth thrice great. If I could make him great 4 or 5 times, he would be. Birdman do bird things. He bird game, bros. Bird game 4 right here. He costs 4. 2-6 raid 2 is insane. He sets up the graveyard for that. You can get him back with the Egyptian synergy. 1 E-Watch, Anil A-Jaw. He's going to jack your jaw up. He's just busted. These guys are busted. Just read them. I put the headdress on him because he's big and he's mean and he's nasty. And sometimes spirits or yokais come late and he needs to blow up a Kamazotz because it has reanimate. Oh, wait, are you playing Mayans and playing the Hunter Twin and Jaguar Twin? Who'd have thunk it? I mean, there, you can read it. There, you can read it. They're just named on his rush, so you are forced to play it. Next, I play 3 Heat Lightnings because that's insane. And in the mirror match, you get to blow up all their Mayans. So think if they go like turn 1... Stargazer, and dump a Fierce Spearman contender for 1 card. I win. It's Egyptian. It's on theme. So why do I play 3 Desiccate if it's an aggro deck? It's a little slow. Mill 3, then you can return an Egyptian. Because the mill sets up his ability. And if you play enough Egyptians to support it, the Thoth to get back, the Wheat Farmer that most of us, especially aggro decks, play, and now the inclusion of Funerary Priest and Scheming Vizier to have real targets. It's actual synergy. You could play the 3-mana target God strikes a champion, but that is so inconsistent it's not worth it. An aggro to mid-range deck like this, or an aggro deck that can go into mid-range potentially like this deck, wants an effect like this over a situational removal spell because this pushes the consistency. This is a little bit of removal, but this is the consistency that we need that most people are not going to account for. I took out the 1-drop card draw because even though you can flip it into other stuff, it doesn't raid on its own. You want more over-redundant threats like Priest, Vizier, etc. I'm learning from you guys just a little bit. You offer the father a crumb, a morsel of information. And I tell you something now, this Mayan deck is competitive. It's just missing Eye of Ra, Curse Scroll, Enduring Spirits, whatever. Bite me.